Hello and welcome to another update video about Optimism. Optimism is grinding a little higher into resistance. There is currently no sign that this correction to the upside is finished. I'm currently watching it I'm currently understanding it as either a wave 2 correction or a wave B correction above $1.67. So if price breaks above $1.67, then I will need to re-evaluate the chart, which means that more direct downside scenarios are less likely to play out because it would be too high for a standard wave 2 retracement or a wave B. Ideally, as long as below $1.67, price is going to turn around. I expect a rejection here. There is going to be not only Fibonacci resistance here, but we also have some structural resistance. Here, the previous swing high at $1.60. We have previous spikes around that area as well. So there is likely going to be some resistance. If we zoom out, let's take a look if we can find any volume profiles that make sense here. And also here, yeah, volume is starting to increase around $1.61, $1.62, around those previous spikes in that range here. That's not so reliable, but it tells you that this is probably the next area where we can expect some choppy price action or even a rejection. It's not a massive volume spike compared to what we had down here, but we can zoom in a little bit further to see if we can find any more detail. But yeah, it starts sort of around $1.61 and then increases more significantly at around $1.65. So very close to that 78.6 Fibonacci retracement. Again, at the moment, it is a local uptrend, as you can clearly see. At the moment, there is no indication it has topped yet. So I think it can still grind higher, but this is the area where ideally we would see such a reaction, either here at $1.56 or, as I just said, around $1.61 or at $1.67. A break above that would lead me to re-evaluate the chart. Now, because the chart is moving in three-wave structures, that could just simply be, for example, I don't think it would be an extension of the wave 4. So if we really make it above $1.67 and then follow through and break the recent high at $1.84, I would not count this anymore as a wave 4. However, what it might be is then just a continuation of the triangle. Yeah, remember what we said in the previous video, that on the bigger time frame, all of this here could just be a huge triangle of some sort, which is playing out. And of course, you know, if this was one leg of the triangle in three waves, the move down, another one, the move up could also form. I mean, here we had three waves, but nothing stopping price from extending this into a much larger three-wave structure, as long as it stays below the $3.20 level. And then it could form another higher low, another lower high, yeah, and it could become just this endless triangle. So either way, you know, above $1.67, we could look at higher prices, possibly into the region here around $2.30 first. Yeah, I would say there's a lot of historical volume, you know, a lot of interest in that price range typically. So that is something that a price could reach to. Obviously, this was just the view based on historical volume. We can also use the Fib extensions. If we really break above $1.67, it might take price. Yeah, we've got the 1-to-1 ratio very close to that range, $2.41. I would then pay attention to that sort of 230 to 240 price range. But first of all, I would pay attention to price action in this resistance range. Do we see some reactions? I mean, there has been a small reaction already, but I would not pay so much attention to the 1 hour chart. You can add a trend line to the chart to get an understanding when this short-term trend is breaking down. As you can see, this looks like a three-wave move so far. That can still stretch higher though, as long as above the trend line. And I would say a break below the $1.44 level. Yeah, $1.44.7 would indicate that this next downturn has started. We're not quite there yet. Well, anything else to add? Well, this also looks a bit like an ascending wedge pattern, which again very much resembles what happened here, just in small, right? So I'm still watching for another break to the downside here, and if it can then take it below $1.44, we should head down either in a third wave or a C wave. That should really give you the relevant levels, the relevant pivot decision points to watch, potential upside targets, and potential breakout points to the downside. And my expectation would be to face a resistance in this area, but obviously above $1.67 we have to reevaluate the chart. That's my update about Optimism. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.